He's trying to figure out the whole fraudulent part of it all. I mean, nothing may come of it. You probably, may be able to just leave. And we'll just document this.
What I need you to do is give me your real name, okay? Because what's going to happen is you're going to be booked in the jail under John Doe, and I'm going to put a bond on there where no one can bond you out.
The call came in just after noon. A bank teller, voice laced with suspicion, reported an unusual transaction. A woman, well composed, had just attempted to withdraw a large sum of money using what appeared to be forged documents. Something about her story didn't add up. When officers arrived, she greeted them with a polite smile, her confidence unwavering. She had answers for every question, documents that seemed legitimate, and a demeanor that suggested she had nothing to hide. To the untrained eye, she was just another customer caught in a misunderstanding, but something was off. They were staring at the work of a seasoned fraudster who nearly slipped through the cracks. Here's what happened.
Hey, ma'am. Hey, so we got called here, I guess, that they had some suspicious activity from you. Okay. So, if you want to go talk to them, see what's going on. She's going to go see why we've been called here.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
No, we need to talk to you.
Okay, I'm talking to my son's school for a second.
No, we need you to go in here. I'm going to just talk to you. We got to find out what's going on. Can we just go in here, please?
Yep, of course.
All right.
Let me just get
Here's the ID that we have.
All right, can you tell me what's going on?
Yeah, so basically her and another person were in last night and opened an account. They gave us all the same information. They both had out-of-state driver's license. They say they're traveling nurses working out of Orlando. They provided Duke Energy bills that we can tell now that we look at all of them together, of course hindsight, that they've been modified for the proof of address because of course we're a credit union, so you can't be in Michigan and have an account here unless you have residence or you work here. So we have that, but we have like 3 other accounts that have given all the same information. So my fraud department had to call you guys to question because we have reason to believe that they've stolen information like credit and that kind of thing of somebody else. So we think it's a fraud ring, and we believe that she's part of it.
Okay. Is anyone else here that's on site? Just her? Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the ID that she provided with you?
Yes,
For her?
yesterday
Okay.
and today.
Okay.
And she was here because we gave her a credit card yesterday, and she immediately transferred money off of it like a cash advance, and she was here to get the cash. But that's been what every other person has done too. So they've just kind of all been red flagged into the same group, which anybody can do what they want to with a credit card, but it's because of all of the things matching. Every one of them gave us a Duke Energy bill. Every one of them said they're traveling nurses working out of Orlando. And they all had out-of-state IDs.
Okay. All Michigan or just different states?
No, one was Illinois. I don't know the other person yesterday. I do believe was Michigan.
Okay.
But I can pull it up before you.
Okay. Can you pull up everything? So how much money did she take out? Or
she hasn't. We didn't give it to her yet. We were stalling her. But she was trying to get $4,000.
$4,000 today.
Yeah, $4,000 in cash
Okay.
to pay her rent. But she owns something in Michigan. She's working in Orlando, but she's staying in Wildwood. Like it just kind of.
Okay. So give me everything what you have, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna see what she's saying. Thank you.
Okay, so they called, said that you were doing some suspicious activity. She's finding out what's going on right now. Just until we know that nothing's happening, I'm just going to stay here with you while she figures out why they called us, okay?
Okay.
What's your name, ma'am?
Madison.
Madison. Okay.
Shirley.
All right. So they called us, I guess, because they feel like there's some fraudulent activity going on. I guess you're traveling. Can you just tell me exactly? I don't know what.
I'm a travel nurse.
Okay.
I lived in Michigan and Illinois. I owned over there. I started traveling out here. I work for Orlando Regional. I live out here with my friends. I rent for $500.
Here in Ocala?
Yes.
Okay.
I give them a bill with everything on it.
Okay.
There should have never been an issue.
Yeah, they're saying that. I guess
Like, I'm really not.
they flagged your. So do you have a Florida ID, or have you been issued? But you're a nurse at OARMS in Orlando. Okay.
Yeah. So now I was gonna.
How long have you been a nurse in Orlando?
A year. I've been well, not in Orlando. I've been a nurse in general a year.
Okay.
Back and forth. I'm a travel nurse.
Okay.
I'm a travel nurse. Yes.
All right. So you reside in Ocala and you go back and forth. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So. Yes, baby. I hear you.
And you have never been issued a Florida ID?
I haven't been around to it. Yeah,
You haven't been around
Yeah,
to
to
getting
go
it.
to the
So the
DMV.
answer is no?
No.
Okay. All right. And is this your correct information on this? Okay.
Yes. So,
It's okay.
yes.
So basically, we had already kind of been watching an account, just us in this branch that we had opened about a week and a half ago, because it was just very strange activity. Like, the guy came in, he said he was a traveling nurse, perfect credit, looked beautiful on paper, income made sense with traveling nurse, all of that. Everything seemed kosher. Provided a utility bill for proof of residence because he had a out-of-state driver's license. This is that person I'm talking about. So an Illinois driver's license. We did kind of question because we're not familiar with the Illinois driver's license. We, whatever. We looked up online. It looked like all the same marks, whatever. So fast forward, the MSR that helped him had to go in his account like the next day to see something, like fixing something or doing whatever he's doing. And he noticed really weird activity on his credit card. And so, we give people a credit card, they can do whatever they want to with it, but we also are in this, I've been in it for 19 years, I know what people usually do with their credit cards and stuff, and his just didn't make any sense. He literally went on a shopping spree, he paid for something that was like, something with junk, I don't know, it was like a $6,000 transaction. But anyway, so we had kind of been watching that. Yesterday, this young lady and another person, a guy came in.
That guy?
The other guy that was up here a minute ago. So the guy that was here with her was this guy. It was a California driver's license. Same story.
What was their story? They were together?
He came in wanting a credit card specifically, which so did the other guy. So the other guy that we had been watching, he came in wanting a credit card. This guy came in wanting a credit card and an account. They knew exactly, like, they came super prepared. Like, I remember my other MSR also saying, like, I've never had a member come in that was so prepared. Usually if we need verification of address or something, it's an issue because people don't come in thinking you're going to have to verify their address. So, he came in looking for a credit card. This guy yesterday, he came in wanting a credit card and wanting a new account with us. And while he was here with her, we mentioned to her, are you looking for the same thing or whatever? So she never actually asked for it. We kind of like what we call cross-sold it to her, but all of the information that was given to us was kind of weird information, just like he had given us. Does that make sense? Like, it's out-of-state driver's license, same Duke Energy bills.
And but they weren't together, or
yeah, they were together in my office.
They did physically come in together.
Yeah.
So if you look at all of these bills, there's inconsistencies with this. You can see the font is different. Even this font is different on these two. And then the other one, if it prints.
that was how they were going to prove their address?
Right. And so now that we put them all together, because there were 3 different scenarios, but when you put them all together, you see, okay, well, that's weird. How are they all out of state? They all live somewhere that has Duke Energy. None of the bills, match as far as the fonts. And the third one is different, too.
May I see?
Yeah, of course.
So why was she leaving when y'all still had her driver's
Because
license?
she said, we told her we were getting her cash because she came to get $4,000 in cash. So I said the tellers are working on that. And I asked her some more questions because it was our impression yesterday that the mortgage that she has on her credit report was for the house that she gave us the address for in Wildwood. So whatever that address is for her, this one.
Okay.
But now today she's telling me that the credit report mortgage is for her address in Michigan that's on her driver's license. This is where she's renting, and that's what she's wanting to get the $4,000 to pay rent for.
So Brian is who she came in with?
No. That's the other guy that's in this whole thing too. Will you go get this one?
Yeah.
Okay. You were the one that helped.
Him and the girl.
Okay.
Madison.
Did they make any small talk with you, say if they were like in a relationship, or
Yeah,
if they
were definitely in a relationship. They both met at Orlando Regional. They said they were traveling nurses, and they met there.
Okay.
And they're definitely together.
And they both live together?
No, they don't.
Were they opening up an account together?
No.
Separately?
Well, that's kind of like what she said. Like, he came in to open the account. He left for a couple minutes to take a phone call, and then I kind of asked her, I was like, hey, where do you bank? Because, just kind of how we do things. And then she was like, oh, no. And then basically that conversation initiated her opening up an account as well.
Okay.
If that was the case, why would he open my account if he felt like there was some fraudulent activity?
Yeah, we're trying to get to the bottom of it. I don't know what's going on.
If we question an ID, like because we're
Well,
not familiar
okay.
with an Illinois one, we usually just Google to see does it match, like does it look
Yeah.
like it's whatever. But when they provide an address for us for whatever they're matching, like, a Duke Energy bill makes sense to us because Duke Energy is local and, all of
And
that.
they all provided the same documentation?
Yeah.
Yes. His address that he provided to us for his residence and the address that's on the Duke Energy bill, that is not Duke Energy service out there. His address is literally around the corner from my house, and we have Seco
You know, and I was
Energy.
looking at that too, because I live out in the shores and I have Duke Energy, and I was looking to see.
Yeah, I don't know what Wildwood has.
So they're valid ID cards and driver's licenses.
But yeah, we have Seco Energy. We don't have Duke Energy. And it's Ocala Park Estates is what that pulls up to.
Okay.
I don't see what is the issue.
It just seems kind of weird. I don't know. But we're working it all
Somebody
out.
that travels, that's weird.
Yeah, no, I guess to come all the way to this bank in Ocala, you live in Wildwood, you work in Orlando. I don't know. We're trying to sort it out, though.
Could I switch it? Like, I can pick where my job is. I have friends out here.
The perception, you get it? It just
I
does
get
look a little
Of
weird.
course. I live with family, friends, rent from them.
So I'm out in the back. I'm talking to them, and it's a little bit of. There's a lot of moving pieces, and there's about 3 different suspects for it. And I'm thinking this is something, I don't know if you can come out and help us, or if CID can come out and help us establish PC.
Do me a favor. Can you put the phone down? Thank you. I appreciate it.
Am I about putting the phone down if you let me?
Because I don't know who you're communicating with. I'm still trying to sort everything else. And I'm just, yeah.
Since she has been detained in there, he's called in through the contact center wanting information, I guess, on his account. And we told him that he would have to come into a branch to identify himself. So just so you know, we don't know what branch he'll go to, but we refuse to give him information over the phone. Just because, now he has been present in the branch before, like he opened the account in person, but we just wanted to let you know that he was calling in with questions.
About his account?
I guess.
Do you
I don't
know
really
what kind of questions?
He was calling in because he couldn't get on his online banking because we did restrict the accounts. And so we told him he had to come in to verify himself before we could release the account.
Okay. That was just now?
It's been in the since you've been here because it hadn't. I was just on the phone with them before I went out to meet with you guys, and then she's telling me so in the past however many minutes.
And he's not the one that came in with her, though, right?
No, he's not the one that came in with her. He's the very first one that this branch feels like started the ring.
Interesting.
And another thing to let you know about, when they were specifically asking for cards, all of them were, except for the one that the girl was more so cross-sold the card, but the 2 men, both of them had lots of questions about rewards products, rate products. Like, they had really researched us because no member ever comes in here and says, I want to know about your rate card, or I want to know about your reward card, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's our job to just
Promote that.
right, and put somebody in the right thing, but they've all had those questions.
Like the guy that I had, he said rate, rewards, and then the one, it didn't red flag me because the conversation became pretty normal, but thinking back, he said wave. And I feel like if
Nobody
you're
knows about a wave card.
yeah, I feel like if you're just guessing, every place has a rewards card, sure. But the wave one is weird because that's
It's very specific to here.
To us.
What's a wave card?
It gives
Yeah,
cash
our
back
credit
on the credit card.
It's our only one that gives cash back.
So,
Yeah.
did they make any deposits
How
into
much did
their
they
account?
deposit?
They made $20 cash deposits yesterday, Richard and Madison.
Okay. So was it cash or they
It was
used?
cash.
Okay, so are they looking to withdraw money?
Yeah, so we gave them credit cards yesterday. They applied for credit cards and they were approved. And basically they both maxed out the credit cards today, and he withdrew the cash already, right? Richard?
Yeah.
He withdrew $6,500 in cash, and then she was coming in now to do the $4,000 cash. basically withdraw out of the account.
So they're trying to take the credit card money.
Yeah.
Leave you guys with the.
And while, like I was explaining to her, I mean, while that
I don't
we
know.
give a credit card and you can use the card however you want to, it's not
Right.
normal. Like that's
No,
not what people
I
do.
get it, but at the end of the day, you guys checked them out. You guys gave them credit cards, and technically they have the ability to withdraw that money if they wanted to,
Correct.
because that's a contract that you have with them.
Sure.
So
Oh, not to mention she was trying to leave before she got her cards
And
and
I have her
driver's
I have
license
her card
back.
and her driver's license, both of her cards and her driver's license.
did we run them?
Yeah, they're all 54.
But how could we know
Valid
if
DLs.
the pictures are right? Like, how could we know if the
Well,
information is
What-
correct?
You
what's-
saw
what's
them,
the credit-
correct?
What's the
Well, yeah,
driver's
but, like,
license for?
The we
Well,
only
these-
have copies of them back here.
These are California and Michigan driver's
Illinois.
licenses. And
But
this
like,
one-
what if? Because something we noticed was like, look at the backgrounds on all of these driver's license. Those look like they put pictures on here that are not the
Right.
person. So how could we know?
Where's her driver's license?
People's has it.
But that was kind of our thing because that's not a normal. And why would 3 different states have almost the same background for the picture?
Well, we have the same background.
Do we have a blue one like that?
Yeah, right. We have a blue one. We used to have a blue one.
No. This is my move. I just had this done.
Oh yeah, it changed. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we used to have them blue.
We did.
So let's
But I
go.
guess that would be the only other question
Right.
that I would have is how can we validate the validity of the picture that's associated with the driver's license?
Do we have anyone here with a fingerprint scanner?
I don't know.
We could have somebody come out and take a fingerprint. See if
California.
in California. We could verify if these driver's license. Why don't you go out to your car and check all those driver's licenses? And see.
Dispatch already did it.
Oh, and they're valid?
Mhm.
Are we able to get copies of them?
Through dispatch?
See, we could go through, yes, requesting those states of DLs.
670103.
Because like I said, that would be my only question is like, are the pictures, I mean, because we believe that those people are who were in front of us. Every
Absolutely.
one
In
of those
reference
people.
to the 3 subjects I ran, would there be any way for you to send a photo of their
We see lots
ID?
of fake IDs online too.
But the light bill thing too is like.
Oh yeah, the light bill thing is weird. So one of those light
Well,
bills.
we could agree that they're trying to do a scam.
For Leslie at in-house, I don't have a way of getting their out-of-state ID photos.
26, thank you.
So they deposited $20 each yesterday,
Yes, sir.
whenever,
Yesterday.
and now they empty out their credit cards. They,
Right. And
Hey, you exercising, doing something important? What were the amounts of the credit cards?
7,500 and 5,000.
For each, the female and the guy?
The female was 5,000 and the guy was 7,500.
You know, all these driver's licenses look.
Like the pictures.
Did she seem nervous at all when you were talking to her?
No.
She really didn't.
Okay.
Even today she didn't. She just seemed anxious to leave
Yeah.
because
Well,
she said she had to get to work.
right. I mean, the only to me she wasn't. Neither of them were really nervous. But I mean, I don't know. Like now thinking back on it, almost was like they were. It was like too good. Like everything was just so perfect.
Well, and do you know if she's like, did she say anything to you before she started to leave, or?
When like right now?
Yeah.
No, I walked back here to tell her that she was here. No one was in the office with her, and she just went to get out.
I told her it was going to take like 10 minutes, and you told her that you were trying to get the funds.
Yeah, I
for
told her I'm going. I said the tellers are getting the cash together, so I'm just gonna go get your cash, and then left her.
It's just so funny how all of them is taking the credit card, put it in their checking account, and then
Well,
cash
that's
out
the
it
thing.
to go elsewhere.
What I would do is go over there and talk to her, advise her rights, and explain to her that we're investigating this right now, and she has an opportunity to tell us if it's fake or not.
Okay.
And
Well, I'm gonna have Peoples do that since
Right.
she's primary, and I think she benefits
let
from
investigations
the
get here first.
Okay.
Can you just explain to her what's going on?
Sure. How you
She's
doing?
communicating with someone outside, and
All right. Is there somebody outside you with?
Yes.
Okay, where they at?
because she's communicating with somebody outside. She's saying she has to use the bathroom. I was just gonna put her in cuffs, but
So we got a detective coming out right now.
okay,
We're just investigating her for a possible fake ID card, and then the rest of this is just Signal 13.
gotcha. Okay, so that's all we got. If anything, is just
Yeah,
Signal
I'll give
13.
you the complete rundown once we figure out what's
So my question, I guess Sarge, I can ask him if I should just put her in cuffs. Because I'm like freaking out because she's like communicating with somebody out there. Like I'm in this
I can stay
room.
10-12, that's fine. I'm gonna stay 10-12 with her.
He's out in the parking lot.
Yeah, I know. And she's like telling him where she is. And
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were plotting to do. So it's just kind of like she's saying she has to use the bathroom and she's
Well,
trying
I
to
got a
leave. And
detective
I'm like,
coming out.
I'm telling her she's detained. Okay.
So she said this is her ID. It doesn't.
Like for all I know, the person who she's on the phone with is probably, I don't know, could be in here.
No, this is him.
She's
right
giving
here.
me vibes.
That's him.
That's it.
Now, and the weird thing is too, people that
Don't show that
you
photo.
don't know. Yeah. This guy, the one who did the same thing right before him, he called customer service and asked why he couldn't get into his account. Probably about 10 minutes after we got here.
Really?
All right. So
So a detective is on the way?
I have a
CID?
detective, and I send the picture to Detective Bowman.
Okay. So should I place her in cuffs, sir?
No.
Okay.
Well, you know,
I mean, as long as she's being cooperative,
Yeah.
there's not a need for it.
Okay.
I got Bowman looking at driver's license. I'm having Channel 3 to send me the formatting for driver's license in Michigan for issuing date 2021. Still talking to him?
Thanks.
He's worried.
Okay. He could come and sit down with you if he
He
needs
just drove off. He wanted to go get some food. I told him.
to. Okay.
Yeah.
That's no problem. So, you understand the concern that the bank has?
Yes, I understand.
Okay,
In a
so-
way.
I'm
'Cause-
sorry?
In a way. Because why? Because I opened an account and I'm trying to pull out a big amount. That's what they had explained to me.
Okay, yeah, I guess so. So, they're trying to find out if your ID is fake.
Okay.
Generate 10-12 with this
So,
report.
we have ways to find out
Okay.
you know, is that your true identification or that? You know,
5085 Southeast 31st Street, apartment B Delta.
I apologize for any inconvenience.
I'm
I'm sorry.
trying to.
I know that. Just give me a
So
second,
my
okay?
brain is.
I bet. At the end of the day, we can't be detaining this young lady any longer than
Yeah.
needs to be, because at the end of the day, she has not so far, and we
Correct.
can't even prove it. So, I'm having my dispatcher get me the DLs that were furnished in Michigan for issuing date 2021 to make sure it's the same format. I'm having, my Intel division, look into the, we have Clearview where we could put information in and true information come out. And then I'm gonna have an office come here with a check of prints to see if it matches, are we able to pull anything on her? Besides that, you know, if we come here with a rapid ID, that's what it's called, and it comes back with a totally different name, then we can say, okay, now this is,
Okay.
you know. But apart from all that,
We appreciate what
at the
you're
end of
doing.
the day, all I can tell you is, if you feel uncomfortable, stop the transaction.
It's all blocked. Yeah, we're not gonna give her the money today, no
Right.
matter if we end up letting her go or whatever. We're not
Right,
giving her
and I don't know if you guys already gave the money to the other guy, but at the end of the day, that's
Yeah.
something that, you know, if it's determined at a later time that he obtained the funds through fraudulent means, then we could proceed from there.
Sure,
But at this time, we don't even have it.
right.
So,
And I think that our fraud department more so just wanted y'all to be able to get a feel of the situation and ask her the questions that y'all felt like were
Yeah.
relevant to see if you felt, you know, what you
but
felt.
at the end of the
relevant.
day, you know, the only questions we can ask her is, hey, is this you? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You know, because there's nothing else, and at the end of the day, we can't just detain her.
Did the boyfriend come in? I heard
No,
you
the
say
boyfriend didn't come in. I went looking for him in the parking lot, but finally she came and told me that she told him to go and get some food. So that is a telltale that, yeah, there is something going on.
because he doesn't want you to have his ID in your hand, because even he questioned his ID yesterday and said it doesn't feel right.
So now we're just trying to verify your identification right now at this moment. Oh. You know, I forgot I stuffed that back there. I thought you had it. He's trying to figure out the whole fraudulent part of it all. I mean, nothing may come of it. You probably, you know, may be able to just leave. And we'll just document this, you know.
Hey, young lady.
Yes.
Can you do me a favor? Can you take off your glasses for me? I'm gonna take a picture.
Did it come back? 54 or?
Thank you.
You coming in?
I'm Detective Williams. Okay.
I was trying to get a report, we were only based on
what I need you to do is give me your real name, okay? Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna be booked to the jail under John Doe, and I'm gonna put a bond on there where no one can bond you out. Okay. So give me your name. What is it? Julia.
Sorry.
So, I know you didn't come here alone. Where is he waiting for you at?
He left already.
No, you guys from Orlando. What kind of car does he drive?
It's a Honda, near blue Honda. It's a rental.
Okay, it's a blue Honda. It's a light blue, dark blue.
Dark blue.
Okay, four-door, two-door.
Two-door.
Okay, and where were you parked at? When
At Publix.
By Publix? Okay. So you had a conversation with him. Are you sure he left, or you told he's gonna wait for you? Because
No,
at the
he's
end.
not waiting for me. I hear he said he already left.
Okay, so
Yeah. Especially when
he was waiting for you to call him back so you come and pick you up if you're gonna get released.
Exactly.
So are you gonna call him and tell him, hey, I'm leaving, come and get me?
Why would I do that? He has nothing to do with this. He doesn't have nothing to do with it. Ask for a ride.
Okay. What's his name?
Why?
So if it's not the guy that's involved with you in this, then let us verify that. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
I don't wanna
all
put him-
this is gonna go down on you.
I get it, but this is my doing, and this is
Okay.
with my face, and this is my thing. I don't want to involve somebody into something that they don't have nothing to do with it. I just asked him to bring it to the bank, so I don't want to involve him into something. And then all I did is call him and tell him the cops are here, and then I tell him to leave, and then now I'm telling him to come back. I wouldn't want to involve him like that, to be honest. This is my
Is
mistake.
that not the same guy that was with you here the other day when you opened the account?
No, that's somebody different. Yeah.
Who's that guy?
He goes by some guy named Mo. To be honest.
No, but I just wanna know about the car. So,
Let's get her to the district. Okay. Oh, Pete. Yeah, so they probably want you. I'm gonna get her to. It's literally 5 minutes up the road.
yeah.
Go ahead and stand up for me. What is your name? It's not Madison.
Julia. One thing wrong here.
Turn around for me. Julia, right? Go ahead and take your foot out your slides for me. Okay.
Now, you don't have nothing else to leave on you. Okay, I just wanna make sure. Okay, we have your purses over there. You wanna grab a purse and not leave it?
Yeah, can I actually?
Can you?
I
No,
can,
you can
No,
grab.
wait,
I'll
can I
take-
actually grab a
No, no.
tampon out of it?
Nope.
I have a tampon.
Okay.
I'm gonna put your phone back in your wallet, in your purse.
Okay.
You don't need to tell me. Okay.
I mean, I feel like you want to hurt me on purpose. Makes no sense.
I'll walk you out.
It's fine. I know, but she was just making them tighter and tighter. That's why I said that. So
Okay,
that's what I was
all right,
saying.
all right, we're gonna talk in a minute, okay?
Okay.
It's easier if you just sit down first and then swing your legs around and watch your head. I'm taking her to D2.
D2, give me 1 second.
The officers knew she was hiding something, but could they get her to confess? The real story unfolds in the interrogation room, where the truth finally starts to unravel. Don't miss part 2, where we take you inside the interrogation room and break down her every move. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what happens next.
Just have a seat.